Hello and welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me again is lovely Morganne Rayne, Adept, visionary, spiritual guide, ceremonialist and artist. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. It's a beautiful rainy day in the Pacific Northwest. We are so into fall. Most of the leaves have already fallen, and we're into our very cold and wet time now as we let go of all that doesn't belong. I still love to use the metaphors of the seasons, right? This is our time to let go what does not belong energetically, physically, emotionally, all of it. Um, that clearing away makes space for the new. And it's so important for me. Here I'm launching right into it. I hope you're okay with that.
Of
Uh,
course,
um, what's so important about following the seasons, right? We're as humanity, we're kind of out of the loop of being in our natural cyclic flows because we live so much in artificialness. Like we have artificial lights, and we have we have screens. We don't need to go outside. A lot of people don't even walk anymore. They got a treadmill machine. There's everybody's uh, not everybody, but a lot of people have confined their lives to an indoor, out of nature kind of cycle. I find it a problem with that in that people don't exactly know how to be in a cycle, right? And they're out of cycle a lot. So this time, the fall time, I use this time to really release and let go what doesn't belong. That will mean cleaning my closets, cleaning my cupboards, releasing anything outdated. So how I do that releasing part is I'll pick something up and I'll go, well, do I love it? And if I answer that, then it moves on. Do I need it? Or can I get rid of it? And even things that I have loved, and maybe even sometimes what I need, I let go of because it's not in resonance with me anymore. Like, I know this is going to sound really silly, but I collect kitchen gadgetry. I love to cook. I love to cook. Well, I was going through my drawers the other day and I had four, not one, four whisks. Four. It's like, why? So I would see one and go, ooh, I got to have it or whatever. So I got rid of two of them. I said, okay, I'm going to keep the two that serve me the best. Okay, that's important. I'm going to keep the two that serve me the best. Um, so when we are releasing and letting go, it's not to let go everything, but it's to let go that which does not belong, which doesn't belong to you, doesn't belong to the lifestyle you're living. It doesn't belong to your priorities in your life. So that's why I love to use the metaphors of the seasons to do this kind of practice of letting go, just like the trees let go of the leaves. They don't need those anymore. They used it. They used that. Those leaves are actually going to be turned into energy and food for the trees. It's kind of a natural way of doing it. So so this time of the year is just really important to me because it is truly the letting go period. I mean, people talk about spring cleaning, fall cleaning is the time. So anyway, so that's where I'm at in this time in our.
we today have somebody with us. So please, if you want, first of all, very welcome to be with us. Manasha is with us today, and very welcome to you be with us. Please, if you have some questions, if you want to ask Morganne to connect with your guides and your higher self, please ask us questions, and Morganne will be more than happy to help you and answer your questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep. And I'm so glad you're here. We are today. So yesterday was a very pivotal day. Yesterday was November 1st. So we have a 111. 111 has followed me around all my life. I've had so many addresses that have 111. My last job, my extension number was 111. I got a postal mailbox. That mailbox number was 111. So that energy of 111 has followed me for so long, and I pay close attention to. I pay very close attention to it because when those synchronicities show up of numbers, it's just kind of the way the universe taps on a human and says, "Are you paying attention?" Because we just sometimes need a little tap. Sometimes we need a little slap in the face. Sometimes we need a
Sometimes we need huge slap in the face, like me,
wake up.
like me. Maybe you are viewers at the moment here. At this point, I'm first 2 days actually able to speak because I for 2 weeks I couldn't speak at all. Literally, I couldn't speak. My boyfriend had to read my lips.
Oh,
So, so it was from one point of view, it was funny. From another point of view, it was extremely scary
yep.
because obviously I can't work.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but look at what your body's doing. When our bodies are ill like that, it's detoxing. What it's doing is getting rid of what doesn't belong. And we can facilitate that, right? By supporting our bodies with, healing things that will support us so we don't have to be miserable in the letting go or the healing. We can't support ourselves. So a lot of people talk about, oh, it's the flu and cold season. I prefer to call it the detox season because that's exactly what we're doing is our bodies, our cells are detoxing from all the stuff that we've been putting into it or exposed to. In our world, we're exposed to things we don't even know how to handle, but our bodies do. Our bodies know how. This body is a miracle machine. I've seen miracles happen with bodies where you didn't think that there was any hope. The body can restore, repair. So so your body was right in the natural cycle of releasing and detoxing. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's fall, flu, and cold season." Well, kind of I'm asking our viewers to shift that and go, oh, my body's detoxing. Let me help it. Much like the trees, they don't need those leaves anymore. They're going to let them fall. And that's exactly what we should do. Let go what doesn't serve us anymore. Okay, I want to go back to yesterday. Was November 1st. And it opened. So I talk about portals on this show. I thought I might kind of just define what a portal is. I'm sure most of our listeners know what that is. You can find them on the planet. You can see portals on our planet where two energy things will intersect, and they'll form like a little swirl or an energy spiral. I saw that very clearly when I spent time up in Sedona, Arizona, in the Oak Creek. You can walk around the creek, but you'll see where those energies converge and they'll form these beautiful little cyclones of energy in the water. I had taken my kids there years ago to go. We were skiing up north, but went down, up in Flagstaff, but drove down to Sedona to spend a couple of days. And those kids were so drawn to the energy of that water. They didn't want to get out of the water. And even my son said, would you look at the high school? I want to live here. And I go, we're not living in Sedona, but it's the energy that he's so resonating with. So a portal energy is very powerful. And when I talk about it, so we can have portal energies on the earth that you can see like that, but it's also an opening. It becomes an opening where new energies can come in, but also old energies can go out. But right now, new energies are coming in. So yesterday began the 111 portal, 111 portal. And it's a very rare, powerful energy portal, because what it's doing is shifting our whole reality, the beginning of life. Let me see if I can say this in a way. It's the beginning of the life that your soul planned for you. And I want you to think about that for a moment. This is the beginning of the life that your soul planned for you. So we want to work with soul energies. We want to really fully call back our soul parts. If we're fragmented, bring out you can just call them in and say, come back. I want all of my soul fragments to come back. What you want to do is really begin to work with why you're here. And I'm going to help our listeners today discover, if they haven't yet, how they can utilize these energies combined with what their unique energy signature is, so that they can so this place, much like we help ourselves with the cold and flu stuff or the detoxing stuff, we can help ourselves during this period of time to ride these waves, ride these energies in a beautiful way. Suffering is not required, right? So we can be joyous in this, and I would invite everybody to get pretty darn excited, because, it's like what our hearts have always been telling us through our lifetimes are going to be experienced. So this powerful energy portal that we started yesterday is going to go all the way. It's for 2 months, all the way to November the 11th, which gives us the 1111. So we got 111, 1111. When I see 1111, and I see that also a lot, I always yell out portal time, because that is what I acknowledge, the energy, the power that is coming in. So I got some notes, and I want to read my notes about what this time is bringing in. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Take a deep breath, because this is amazing. This energy is bringing in miracles beyond you could ever imagine.
Wow.
Take those words in. Take those words in. Bringing miracles beyond what we could ever imagine. Deep transformation. Deep transformations. It's bringing in that energy. It's bringing in fresh, brand new beginnings. Can you imagine leaving the old and then just a brand new beginning? Clean slate. It's so beautiful. I'm an artist as well. So it's like when I see a white canvas, I get so excited. It's a clean slate. I can create what I want. This is kind of like that time. We can create what we want. This is the time of clearing out old limitations, manifestation blockages, and negative karma. Just like in the cycle of what we're in, clearing out old limitations. So I'd ask our audiences to think about, what are some of the limitations you're experiencing, right? What are some of the beliefs that you have that limit you or block you? So this is the time to start working that out of your system, cleansing, clearing, cleaning. This is the time that your true self emerges. Your true self, your soul self, why you're here. What else have I got here? I love this one. instant manifestations of true heart's desires and destinies. So this is why it's so important to get on your soul path. Like, what's my heart's desires? What are my destinies? And we'll open that up and talk about that too. So this energy portal continues for 2 months until January the 11th. Oh, actually, it goes to January 11th, not November 11th. So 11/11, when we get to 11/11, that's going to be a potent day. But this will go for 2 months, all the way to January 11th. And during this time, your whole life will transform. It will transform prosperity, satisfaction, and happiness. Now, we can get to that when we are following our path. It's not going to happen if we continue the same old patterns, if we have the same old beliefs, you're just going to replicate the same thing. That's why we can look at what is the universe offering us. This energy is being offered to us. We get to choose whether or not we're going to say yes to it and do the work that's required to ride that wave, or if we're going to say, nah, I'm just happy being where I am, or I'm miserable, but it's okay, I'm used to it, right? So there are people going to be like that. And the thing is, you can't change that. So our beliefs create our reality. So if one person believes they can't have this beautiful life, guess what? That's true for them, right? Because our beliefs create our realities. Our inner true self is beyond measure so powerful, beyond measure. And we don't know that because, or most people don't, because they haven't followed their true path. They're not walking their path of what their soul is. They're living out of the construct that the world is saying, you got to be this, how the family says you need to be this. You get structured by society, your family, school, church, all of that. You get structured in that way, but it may not at all be what resonates within you and who you truly are. So sometimes we have to get those, all those constructs. That's old stuff. And this is the time we start following our clear path. Also, this is a time where many people are saying yes to this energy. So there are already many activated souls. I am one of them. That's why I teach, because I have been activated. I was activated years ago so that I could teach and prepare people at this time. We are at this time now. And so I'm really excited. Doesn't mean my job's going to end, but what it means.
Looking at my clients, my job not going to end.
Right?
Anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. So there are going to be many beings stuck. And this is where some of us are those people who stay to help them. They continue in their job assignments to prepare the way, help them heal, help them teach them how to let go. Does it mean they will miss the boat? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But it's just going to take a while, and it's going to require for those of us who are activated to be loving, kind, patient, hopeful, all of that stuff to help bring everybody up. Because my vision, my truth is that we all rise, we all transcend, first we'll transform, then we will transcend into the light of who we are. So we also can see this playing out in our world. So you can see, we got all the wars going on and the floods going on and the hurricanes, it's like, if you stop and look at it, maybe this is what's happened is kind of like the flu and cold season. We're clearing out what doesn't belong. And that's what my guidance is saying. All that is happening is a divine clearing out of crime, low dense energies, all that manipulative control energy is coming apart at the seams. And but in the process of it, it can look scary. It can look it can look a lot of things. For a lot of people, it's looking pretty scary right now. But what I'm saying is, I'm not scared. My mind and my heart, my being is focused on my own development. So let's get to who we are and how we can utilize this time period for ourselves. So now I want to just check in and see if our listener is asking any questions before I move
No,
on.
no. I would stop if she asked, but no, she's
Okay.
not asking anything at the moment, just listening.
Okay, great. So one way, and it's a really beautiful way, and many people here probably already heard of this, is what's your life path number? And Daiga, do you know your life path number?
I knew, but I at the moment on the go can't tell you.
Okay,
But
that's
I actually calculated.
yeah. So how about we do it together, right? So, and then would you be
Okay,
okay if I do this for you?
that would be great.
Okay, great. All right. So I want to just talk to you about how you calculate the number. So anybody that's listening, they can easily calculate your number. So what is first of all, what does the life number represent? It represents who you are at your core, at your very core. It's the person you've been spending this lifetime learning to become. And it is derived from the numbers of your birth date and the influences. And this number influences your entire lifetime. And I know that from my own personal life number, which we'll talk about all the life numbers here in a few minutes. Mine is so accurate about my service to others. So if you have my particular life number, you're going to have that same core energy, that person that I truly am, that I have learned to become this lifetime. And you can, when we go over this, you probably get some insights on that. So each life number carries both a unique set of both positive and negative traits. So, and how you manifest that's up to you. But when we use these energies like this 111 energy time, this utilizing these traits, it's so easy to decide and make the choice for the positive energies. So that's what's important about this time right now, is to let go the negative, that which doesn't belong. I call all things that are negative and influencing you negatively, those things that don't belong. But humanity's gotten used to the negative, and if we move into our soul path number, then we can start focusing on the positive. So to unlock your life number, Daiga, what was the month? Are you okay giving your birthday on air?
Yes, yes, I'm old enough to be okay with that.
Okay, what's the month of your birthday?
It's December
Oh, good. You're coming up. And what's the day?
22,
Woo. Okay. And what's your year of birth?
65.
Okay. Your life path number is 1. You're a 1. So people with the life path number. So let me tell you how I calculated that number. So I took the life path numbers made up of 3 parts: the month, the day, and the year. And your life number is essentially a sum of all these numbers together. So you can simplify by adding up all the whole string of numbers in your birth date. So it's possible to end up with a master number, a life path, or I don't have a master number in my life path, but that doesn't mean anything because I'm a master of my own life. While there's a lot of methods showing how to calculate life path numbers, I like this way. So you calculate each set of numbers. So your month. So your first month is, so it's December, right? So 1, 2, which is a 3. And then you have 22, which is your day, which, by the way, is a master number. So we just leave 22 like it is. And then your 1960, what was it?
65.
65. So that would be the 1, 9 cancels out, a 0 cancels out as well. So 1 and 6 and 5. So that would be 1 and 6 is 7 plus 5 is 12, which is 3. So you have a 3 for your month from calculating 12. 1 and 2 is 3. We leave your day of birth because it's a master number, which is a 22. If we condensed it down to a single digit, it would be 4. And then you have your 3 for your year. So you have 6, which 3 plus 3 is 6, plus your master number 2 plus 2 is 4, is a 1. So, which is 10, and you cancel out the 0, and it's a 1. So we're going to always reduce the numbers down to the least number, which in your case is a 1, mine is a 6. And then, so that's how you calculate our master numbers. So for life path number 1, they're on a lifelong mission to exert their independence and step into their personal power. They carry a natural air of authority as a leader who likes to be the first to try something new. A strong desire for manifestation keeps them moving and improving. People with a numerology life path 1 are born to act quickly and have no problem changing course and starting down a new path. A secret fear of failure makes them ultra driven in every endeavor they pursue and will often make them victorious. As soon as one finish line is reached, they are already running toward another. A feeling of isolation may follow people with this life path, but it's also what helps make them progress. Cooperating with other people in romantic relationships or teamwork settings can be difficult for number 1 people who prefer to go their own way. They don't identify much with others' pursuits and only feel free when they are unattached. A thriving love life is not usually one of their goals. The life path 1 in numerology likes to move quickly, and this can come across as impatience or short-sightedness to others. However, it's this trait that makes people with a 1 life path number the early birds who are the first to take advantage of new opportunities and the first to reap the rewards. While other people are weighing their options and making long-term plans, those with a life path 1 are already in motion, confident they can make things up as they go along. So that is kind of a summary of the energies of a 1 life path. So I would ask you, from that summary, do you see yourself in that? Does any of that resonate with you?
Some of it, yes, but not all of it. I can't say that I jumping in without thinking completely. I can jump in, yeah, but not as fast as I probably wanted to.
But see, there's that. Not as fast as you probably wanted to. So your soul is like, let's do it. But your head is going, oh, wait a minute, let's weigh out these options, right? So
because there is probably something which stops me to act too fast.
Yeah. So, I've taught about the ego, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ego goes, whoa, wait a minute. Why not? Wait a minute. We're not jumping here, right? Oh, stop. Let's start weighing this out, right?
Can we calculate, please, another number? Our viewer is putting out her number.
Absolutely. But before she gives it to me, I just want to see anything else you want to say about your own life path number.
No, I think it's really is very similar what I'm going through, because for me it's very difficult to take in if somebody makes me work in some kind of lines, these lines, and that's it. Yeah. Even when I was learning counseling psychotherapy, I straight away knew that it's not for me. There is no way I will sit in exactly this square, yeah, and not step forwards or step backwards or sideways.
Yep.
That's why I straight away learn life coaching and look for other avenues, what to do, how to keep people, helping people, because I'm not able to set after 30, 40 sessions when client comes to me and I am again, yes, I can see how much it hurts you. Yes, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm ready to walk walk when I already know answers. If I give this person some kind of techniques, yeah, to work on themselves, they will be striving forwards with no problem.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what exactly I'm doing now. Yeah.
Yep. That's because you've done so much of the work, right? That you're able to. Now, will you get off kilter? Yeah, we all do, because we're humans and we live in an information tank that a lot's coming at us. And then we also have the ego, which will begin to like try to contradict our heart or our our original impulse. And that's so the ego is part of that aspect that we need to clean up, not kill it, but just go, I was working with a client yesterday and we were laughing about the ego. I said, a lot of times I just tell it to shut up and sit down. Just shut up and sit down. I'm not going there. I'm staying focused on this. That ego is tricky. So good job. So, okay. So let's go to, and what's our person's name? That
Manasha.
Manasha. Okay, Manasha. Let me get up to. I'm going to calculate your birthday. So, what's your birthday? The month.
Yeah, 22nd.
Of what month?
She wrote Olga. Olga.
August.
Sorry, she wrote her name, Olga.
Olga. Her name is Olga. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, what month was Olga born?
July.
And what day?
22nd.
Okay. And what year?
82. 1982.
Okay. So Olga is a life path number 4. All right, Olga, I'm going to read this for you. So take some notes. So life path number 4 is dedicated, patient, down to earth, and hardworking people with a 4 life path number are a great source of stability in our world. They are not interested in rocking the boat because they know that constant, steady effort is the surest path to their goals. Life path 4 people are consistent in their methods and their moods, and they keep themselves composed. They experience a range of emotions just like everyone else, but their practical way of processing their feelings keeps them from going to extremes. With a wide range of knowledge, life path number 4 people are natural teachers. They are confident in what they know and speak with such clarity and authority that others accept what they say. They need to remember, though, that they are also students and that this is always always more to learn. Life Path 4 people tend to make firm decisions about what is right and close the door on anything new or different. Stuck with outdated methods and old information, these people may come up short of their true potential. So I'm just going to stop right there, because that is really critical right there for Olga to look at what she closes the door on that's new and different, because she might want to decide, well, let me take a look at that, instead of just automatically closing a door on something new and different. So a 4 person can get stuck with outdated methods and old information. So that would be the negative aspect of a Life Path 4. Okay, in relationships, people with a 4 life path are honest, loyal, and committed, and they need the same from a partner. Trust and fidelity are vital to them, and it's important they find someone who shares their religious perspectives and values. 4 people will not waste their time with someone they're not compatible with, but when they find that special someone, they work hard to make the relationship successful and are in it for the long haul. Though a relationship with a Life Path 4 person won't be the most exciting one, it's sure to be stable and prosperous. So that is the 4 for Olga. And if she wants to comment on, does she see herself in that? Are the issues that she's working on the ones that showed up as, the tendency to just not look at what's new and different? So we'll give her just a minute.
Thank you. It's true.
Yep. And then for giggles, I'll read mine. I'm a 6 life path number. So let me get down to, I'll read it. Just, you can go to numerology.com. There's lots of places where you can go look at your life path number. I happen to be just reading off the numerology.com site. Okay, life path number 6. People born with a life path 6 embrace their emotions and lead with their heart. They give off a warm and inviting energy that others want to be around. They enjoy many rich relationships throughout their life, both romantic and friendly. Whether these life path people encounter someone who is just like them or someone who is entirely different, they will treat them the same, with kindness, respect, and support. Some life path numbers only see black and white, but the life path number 6 can see and accept the infinite shades of gray in between. With a natural ability to connect with others and offer aid and advice, 6 people do well as professional counselors, mentors, and teachers. These people are also natural humanitarians, eager to speak up, raise funds, and offer emotional support and protection for those that need it. This life path truly embraces the meaning of a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. They have an infinite well of love to give, and they know the world could use it. The love life of a person born with a 6 life path number is deep and romantic. They are refreshing to partners who may be used to lovers who don't relate as well to their feelings. Though not every relationship can be a lifelong one, 6 life path people are devoted to love and harmony and committed to making things last. What these people need to remember, however, is that they are also individuals. It may be noble to sacrifice oneself to love, but it's not healthy. People with a life path number 6 must remember to direct the same attention they give to others onto themselves. Only then will they feel truly, universally balanced. And and so, and Daiga knows I don't do relationship, at least at this point in my life, because my relationship is with myself. And I've been in relationship with myself for a long time because I grew up with unhealthy patterns of relationship, and I replicated those through my relationships, which were always really deep and romantic and, potent and powerful. But there did come an expiration date with each of them. And mainly because we were out of frequency. We're out of, like like I married for wrong reasons, right? For wealth, for, prestige, whatever. Yeah, I did that. But that didn't work out because it wasn't in alignment and it wasn't with my true calling. So you'll see that 6 is all about service to others, right? And offering love. And that's what I do, even when I'm faced with mean stuff, I'm going to, after I get over, the ego wanting to have vindication, I always go back to, no, there's a deeper meaning here. I'm going to choose love. I'm going to choose unconditional love. And, a lot of people know about my experience here in this community during COVID, right? I was not loved. I was feared because I chose not to be vaccinated. And you can take that word out because I didn't choose that. I got met with fear, and I recognized it as fear, not as people attacking me. And when I could recognize it as fear, what's the opposite of fear? Love. And the only way you can dispel that is by love. And so I come with that unique energy signature, not to just me be the only soul person do it. I came here to teach unconditional love, because when you look at humanity, we see that they are a lot of times motivated by that fear. And if we're just reacting to it, then we don't have the opportunity to sit back and truly respond from that core essence of who we are. So how do we use these energies of who we are? Well, I believe that, a lot of people say, well, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Well, our purpose is to be, and to just simply uniquely be who we are, because we emit a frequency that is so powerful. But if we try to be other people's frequencies, if we try to be what our mom wanted us to be, or a dad, or the school wanted us to be, or a boyfriend wants us to be, if we try to be those things, we're out of frequency. We're not being truly who we are. But when we act out of and be out of what our true frequency is, like doing the life path number is one very simplistic way of doing that. But even with that can give us a big lead in this evolutionary, or this process that we're going through of ascension. And so when I look at ascension and descensions, I think about the map of consciousness that I've taught from here before. When we're love and above, we're ascending. Other than that, we're descending. If we're following the ego, we're in descending mode. If we're following our hearts and our paths, then we're in ascending mode. So we ride this wave that we have coming for the next 2 months, all the way till January the 11th. Some days are going to be high and some days are going to be low. So I want our listeners to think about this too. If we're riding and we hit a high, but then we hit a low, does not mean that we're sinking deeper. We're on a trajectory up. So if we're at a high and we hit a low, and then we come up, and then we come low, and we come up, and we come low, we're on an ascending trajectory, unless we are going to stay locked in our egos and refuse to follow our path. Then you're in a descending trajectory. So so that's kind of really, I wanted to do it short, sweet, and in a nutshell, how you can. So if our listeners want to go find out what their life path numbers, just Google life path numbers, and you can either get a calculator, or you can break down your numbers yourself, as I explained earlier. So anyway, any questions on that, Daiga?
No, I think you explained very, very well all this. So I think it's time. And now it's 17:17. And I
Well,
all the
isn't that
time,
perfect?
but I all the time have now 11:11, 17:17. Then I have, uh, let's say, 13:31.
Yep.
Yeah, 13 from one side, 13 from other
Yeah,
side.
that's a mirror.
Yeah, I have so many. I'm doing sessions with clients, and every time I'm looking at clock, there is some sort of number coming up
Yep.
like that.
Yep. Yep. They're tapping on it. They're either giving you validation, keep going, or hey, stop for a moment. Just take a moment. So,
I
so
don't know.
this is a good time to do a little bit of a meditation. What do you
I
think?
think it's time for meditation.
Beautiful. I do too. All right, beloveds. And I do not know where Source is going with this, so we will just follow what Source says. So we're going to start by taking a breath. So everybody just get your feet anchored on the ground and take a breath in. And let it out. And that anchoring your feet to the ground is really symbolic of being grounded in your body, being grounded here on this planet. We are here. It's a beautiful place to be. And when we fully accept where we are, then powerful things can happen. So put those feet on the floor, feel the energies of you being here on this planet at this time. And that breath, that invisible source of energy that comes into our body that we allow, we breathe it in. We can't see it. You can't feel it. It's there, but we breathe it in and we breathe it deep. That beautiful invisible source. So we can look at that as spirit, that life force that keeps us in our bodies alive. So take another breath in. Anchored on this planet fully and receiving divine breath. It's a beautiful intersection. And our bodies are that intersection of the divine and the physical. And each of us come in with a unique energy signature. And you can find this by maybe having astrology reading or numerology reading or discovering what is your own energy signature. And so, because I am a 6, I know that my life path is about service to others. And so, to be service to others, I must be grounded into love of self. And each of us will need to have that experience as well as our grounding for moving forward into this earth, into this incarnation that we are in. And because we are here at this beautiful time of this 111 and moving into the 1111 portal energies, we can ride these beautiful energies that are going to support us to fully become what we were created to be. Take a breath in. And invite each of us to move into our own hearts. And with the information you know about your own portal frequency, your own unique life path frequency, allow yourself to just kind of resonate in it, marinate in it. What you said yes to come here at this time on this planet. And from the heart, from that pure place where our soul resides, come into communication with your own heart about your own desires. Mine are to serve humanity. I am a humanitarian at heart. What is yours? And just find that place within your own heart of acceptance of, yep, this is who I am. And maybe you're not quite sure how to be present with this energy. And this is where now we invite in the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, creator of my soul, my being, my body, my life. Assist me in this life path that I am here to experience on this planet at this time. I celebrate the energies that are coming in that support and guide and help me at this time. Holy Spirit, I ask for your guidance in my heart and in my mind and in my actions. I ask that my thoughts be cleared and clean and in resonance with my life path. I ask that my heart is purified and is in unconditional love. I ask that my body be a temple of your expression, that it is whole and that it is healed and it is functioning at its optimum level. I ask for guidance on what to eat, on what to drink, and how to support my physical vessel. I ask for guidance in all areas of my life, and I follow the guidance, whether I am familiar with it or not. And so I ask for the strength to trust the new that is coming in, to open the door to the new and yet unexplored experiences for my life. I close the door on all the old behaviors, the old beliefs. I close that door, for they no longer serve me. They did, and so I give thanks for them, for they got me to this place. But in this place, I am new. I am different. I am myself. I am who I was created to be. And knowing that I have some support from Source, from the Holy Spirit, to be who I am fully and completely, knowing that I can fully trust that my experiences from here on out will be experiences that are in alignment with this period of time, to accelerate, to amplify, to charge up my system with the capacity for miracles, for prosperity, for love, for connectedness, for all of those things that bring joy and bliss and love and goodness to all. And I am so blessed to be here. We are all blessed to be here at this time. And it's appropriate to give thanks as we are chosen to witness this transition. Do not put your attention on what is happening in the world. Those energies are being played out, being released, being purged, being let go. Our job is to focus on our own hearts, our own reason for being, And do not at all let fear or any of the lower densities enter into your heart. And if they do, say no. I'm putting my attention on love. If fear comes, put your attention on love, unconditional love. Take a breath in. And so just imagine yourself right now that you have been deeply within your own heart space, living out your own unique energy. Imagine your life a year from today, having allowed in more love, more light, more compassion, more kindness, more prosperity, more goodness. Imagine in 1 year having followed your own unique path and riding these beautiful energies to your destination, what your life might be like. And it's so important to imagine this, because then you'll have a goal, you'll have a destination. And even though this journey has no one destination, because it's a journey, it's ongoing, the next destination will be a launching pad for even greater experiences. So imagine yourself landing a year from now feeling blessed, feeling love, being kindness, compassion, being prosperous, accepting prosperity, allowing prosperity, accepting love, allowing love. Imagine yourself 1 year from today that you followed your own life path. Take a breath in. And anchor that image in your whole being as a template for where you're going, a roadmap. So now bring your attention back to your heart with that image of you 1 year from today, having lived fully your life purpose, riding these incredible waves of energy through this portal that we're going through, knowing who you are. Take a breath into your heart. Anchor that image in your heart, in your mind, in your body. And as we do this anchoring in of energies, it's already cleansing and purifying, releasing and letting go the old. And if you find there are things you want to hang on to, put your attention on that and find out why you are attached to that. But maintaining this image of who you are, having lived your life path, is so critical at this time as we are bringing in the new age, a new age of love and light and peace and prosperity for everyone, not just the elite, not just the chosen few, but for all. And that is a world worth visioning. Take a breath in and a breath out. Just relax into it. And I bless us all. I bless our commitment to ourselves, to our own life path. I bless our experiences along the way. I bless us all and leave us in love and in light. And so it is.
Oh my God. And again, I have to finish off now, yeah? Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for your time. Please, everybody, if you like our show, please go like, share, and subscribe for my YouTube channel. Also, please watch from start beautiful knowledge what Morgan is just giving everybody. This one is already 44 show. So that is 44 hours of knowledge.
And that's also a master number, by the way, which is also, it boils down to an 8 infinity. Just saying.
Yeah. Yes. So please go watch previous videos because every single video is lots of knowledge for you to be able actually start your journey of ascension. Thank you very much everybody for watching and see you next time. God bless.
Bye.